The pink onesie feels like a slap across my face. I stare at the delicate embroidery. Emma, written in perfect cursive, and something cold settles in my stomach. Our son Noah is barely 2 weeks old. Do you like it? Ryan asks, his smile too bright, too eager. He's standing in our bedroom doorway, watching me unwrap his special gift with those earnest blue eyes that used to make me melt. Now they just make me want to scream. I'm Victoria, and 5 minutes ago I thought I had a perfect life. It's pink, I manage, my fingers tracing the letters. Each loop of the E feels like a knife twisting deeper. And it says Emma. Oh! Ryan's face drops for a split second before he recovers. Must be a mix-up at the store. I'll return it tomorrow. I fold the onesie carefully, methodically, buying time while my mind races. The embroidery is custom. You had to special order this. Come on, Vic. I've been working 60-hour weeks. I probably grabbed the wrong package at the boutique. He crosses the room, reaching for the gift box. Give it here. I'll sort it out. I pull back, clutching the onesie to my chest. Who's Emma? Jesus, you're being paranoid. He laughs, but it sounds hollow. Sleep deprivation getting to you? From the nursery, Noah starts crying. Ryan immediately backs toward the door. I should check on him. I just fed him. He's fine. My voice comes out steadier than I feel. Who is Emma, Ryan? He runs a hand through his perfectly styled hair. A tell I've learned means he's scrambling for words. This is ridiculous. I made a mistake with a baby gift, that's all. You don't make mistakes like this. I stand up, still holding the onesie. You're the most detail-oriented person I know. It's why you're the top realtor at your firm. You triple-check everything. Maybe I'm slipping. He flashes that winning smile that closes million-dollar deals. Having a newborn does that to you. Does what? Makes you order pink clothes with another baby's name for your son? The crying from the nursery gets louder. Ryan gestures toward the sound. He needs us. Answer me! There's nothing to answer! He snaps, facade cracking. You're turning a simple mix-up into some kind of conspiracy theory. This isn't healthy, Vic. I walk to his closet, yanking open the drawer where he keeps his receipts. Another habit of his obsessive organization. The boutique receipt is right on top, dated 3 days ago. Custom embroidery for a pink onesie, size 003 months. You ordered this deliberately. My voice shakes now. Why? He grabs the receipt from my hand, crumpling it. Stop this. You're being hysterical. Hysterical? I laugh, and it sounds slightly unhinged even to my ears. Our son is 2 weeks old, and you're buying baby clothes for someone named Emma. What am I supposed to think? Nothing. You're supposed to think nothing because there's nothing to think about. He's shouting now, matching Noah's wails. This is exactly why I've been working late. You've been impossible since the baby came. The words hit like a physical blow. I step back, bumping into his dresser. A frame tips over, our wedding photo. 3 years ago, both of us beaming at the camera, so sure of our future. How long? I whisper. How long what? How long have you been lying to me? He stares at me for a long moment, jaw working. Then he turns and walks out, calling over his shoulder. I'm going to check on my son. When you've calmed down, we can discuss your paranoid delusions. I watch him go, still clutching the pink onesie. Through the wall, I hear him cooing to Noah, his voice gentle and loving, everything a father should be. But all I can see is that name, Emma, mocking me with its perfect stitches, unraveling everything I thought I knew about my life. I sit on the edge of our bed, smoothing the soft fabric across my lap. Somewhere in this city, there's another nursery being prepared. Another woman expecting a baby girl. And my husband knows exactly who she is. 3 days after finding the pink onesie, I'm sitting across from Linda at her kitchen table, watching her hands shake as she pours tea. The china cup rattles against its saucer, the good set she only brings out for serious conversations. Ryan's been different lately, I say, measuring each word. Have you noticed? Linda's eyes dart to the window, then back to me. Different how? Working late. Distracted. He bought. I stop, my throat tight. He ordered baby clothes. Pink ones. With another name on them. The teacup freezes halfway to her lips. Something flickers across her face. Not surprise, I realize with a cold certainty. Recognition. Victoria, dear. She sets the cup down without drinking. Marriage isn't always easy, especially with a new baby. That's not an answer. She smooths the tablecloth. A nervous gesture I've never seen before. What exactly are you asking me? I'm asking if you know something about Ryan, about. I force the name out. Emma. The color drains from her face. I think you should talk to Ryan about this. I tried. He called me paranoid, hysterical. My laugh comes out bitter. Blamed it on postpartum hormones. Linda stands abruptly, busying herself at the sink. Men can be insensitive sometimes. When Tom and I were first married. Please don't. My voice cracks. Don't make excuses for him. Just tell me the truth. She turns, and I see tears in her eyes. What truth would help right now? What could I possibly say that wouldn't make things worse? The confirmation in her evasion hits me like a physical blow. You knew he was. I can't finish the sentence. I suspected. She whispers it like a confession. The way he talked about his new interior designer at work. How defensive he got when Tom mentioned seeing him downtown with a woman last month. My hands curl into fists under the table. Last month? When I was 8 months pregnant? I told myself I was imagining things, that Ryan would never. She breaks off, wiping her eyes. He's my son. I wanted to believe the best. And what about me? The words taste like ash. Aren't I your daughter too? 3 years of Sunday dinners and holiday traditions, and you just watched him lie to me? Victoria! The front door opens, and Tom's voice booms through the house. Linda, is that Victoria's car outside? Linda's eyes go wide with panic. Please, she whispers. Don't tell Tom. He'll never forgive Ryan. I stand up so quickly, my chair scrapes against the floor. Maybe Ryan doesn't deserve forgiveness. Tom appears in the doorway, his usual stern expression softening at the sight of me. Where's my grandson? With Ryan. My voice sounds strange to my own ears. Having father-son bonding time. Everything all right? Tom's lawyer instincts kick in, reading the tension in the room. You both look fine. Linda cuts in too quickly. Just discussing new mother things. You know how overwhelming it can be. I stare at her. This woman who welcomed me into her family, who held my hand through labor, who's now choosing to protect her son's lies instead of my truth. Actually, I was just leaving. Stay for dinner, Tom insists. Ryan can bring Noah over. We'll make it a family night. Family! The word echoes hollowly. What kind of family builds itself on secrets and silence? I can't! I grab my purse, needing to escape before I scream or cry or both. Noah has a doctor's appointment. On a Sunday. Tom's eyebrows furrow. I meant tomorrow. I need to prepare. I'm already moving toward the door. Thank you for the tea, Linda. She calls after me. Victoria, wait! But I'm already gone, practically running to my car. Inside, I grip the steering wheel until my knuckles turn white, trying to steady my breathing. My phone buzzes. A text from Ryan. Where are you? Noah's fussy. I stare at the message, remembering all the times he texted me from work these past months. Was he with her then? Planning for their baby while I carried his son? Another text appears. Mom says you were just there. Everything okay? I switch off my phone and start the car. Linda chose her side. Now I need to choose mine. And Ryan's about to learn that calling his wife paranoid was the biggest mistake of his life. Ryan's phone lies heavy in my palm at 3 a.m. He's in the shower. His third night shower this week, always after those late client meetings. The lock screen shows Noah's face, a perfect mask of fatherly devotion. I know his password, have known it for years. His birthday backwards. So predictable for someone who thinks he's clever. My fingers shake as I type it in. The messages load instantly. Hundreds of them, all to someone saved as C Interior Design. My throat closes as I scroll, each text a fresh wound. Miss you already. Can't wait to feel her kick again. Our little Emma's going to be perfect. Pictures follow. A nursery in progress. Walls half painted in soft pink. Chloe. I recognize her from Ryan's office party last year. Standing sideways, hand on her pregnant belly. Ryan's arm around her waist, his smile brighter than any he's given me since Noah was born. The shower stops. I should put the phone down, pretend I never saw. But my fingers keep scrolling, desperate for the full scope of his betrayal. A video starts playing before I can stop it. Chloe's voice fills the silence. Say hi to Daddy. I fumble to mute it, but Ryan's already opening the bathroom door. Steam billows out behind him as he freezes, seeing his phone in my hands. What are you doing? I hold up the screen, showing him the paused video. Meeting clients at midnight, Ryan? He grabs for the phone, but I pull back. You're going through my private messages? That's illegal. Illegal? I laugh, the sound sharp and foreign. You want to talk about wrong choices? Give me the phone, Victoria. How far along is she? His jaw clenches. You're being 7 months? I cut him off. That's what the messages say, which means while I was dealing with morning sickness, you were getting her pregnant. It's not that simple. Really? Because the math seems pretty straightforward. He runs a hand through his wet hair, water dripping onto his shoulders. I was going to tell you. When? After Emma was born? Or were you planning to keep your second family secret forever? Lower your voice, he hisses. You'll wake Noah. Now you care about Noah? I stand up, phone clutched to my chest. Where was that concern when you were playing house with your designer? I never stopped caring about Noah. He steps closer, voice dropping to that soothing tone he uses on nervous clients. Or you. Things just happened. Things happened? My voice rises despite his warning. You accidentally fell into another woman? Accidentally got her pregnant? Accidentally ordered matching baby clothes? Give me the phone and we can discuss this rationally. Like you rationally discussed it with your mother. He stills. What? Linda knows. She's been covering for you. The betrayal tastes bitter on my tongue. Your whole family's been watching you destroy ours. That's not... He lunges suddenly, grabbing for the phone. I stumble backward, hitting the dresser. The wedding photo crashes to the floor, glass shattering. Noah's cry pierces the air. Now look what you did! Ryan snaps, reaching for the phone again. I dodge him, running for the nursery. Don't you dare blame this on me! He follows, but I'm already at Noah's crib, scooping up our son. Stay back. You're being hysterical. He holds out his hand. Give me the phone, take care of Noah, and we can talk about this tomorrow when you're calmer. Calmer? I clutch Noah closer as he whimpers. You have another baby on the way, and you want me to be calm. It was a mistake. Which part? Getting her pregnant or getting caught? His face hardens. You really want to do this now? Fine. Yes, Chloe's pregnant. Yes, it's mine. I didn't plan it, but I'm not walking away from my daughter. The casual cruelty of his honesty stuns me silent. I still love you, he continues, softer now. We can work through this, for Noah's sake. I look down at our son, his tiny face scrunched in confusion at the tension around him. Then at Ryan's phone, still displaying evidence of his other life, his other child. You're right, I say finally. We should discuss this tomorrow. Relief floods his face as I hold out the phone, but as his fingers close around it, I meet his eyes. And Ryan, pack a bag. You're not sleeping here tonight. Victoria. Or I'll send these messages to every contact in your phone, including your clients. I turn away, focusing on soothing Noah. Your choice. Behind me, I hear him curse softly, then the sound of drawers opening. I keep my back turned until the front door clicks shut, leaving me alone with our son and the shattered remains of our marriage. Tom's law office feels like a confessional, all dark wood and heavy silence. He studies the photos on his desk, screenshots from Ryan's phone that I printed this morning. Each image lands like a gavel strike. The nursery, the ultrasound, the intimate moments I was never meant to see. 7 months, Tom says finally, his lawyer's composure cracking. While you were carrying his son. I twist my wedding ring, a nervous habit I can't shake. Linda knew. Linda? His head snaps up. My Linda? She suspected, chose to stay quiet. The betrayal still tastes bitter. To protect him, Tom stands abruptly, pacing behind his desk. That's why she's been acting strange. All those whispered phone calls. He stops, facing the window. I saw them, Ryan and this woman, downtown, outside that new French restaurant. When? 3 months ago. He said she was a client. A harsh laugh escapes him. I believed him, even when she touched his arm, laughed too loudly at his jokes. I convinced myself I was being paranoid. Ha! That seems to be going around. I pull out one final photo. Ryan and Chloe kissing in what looks like an office. He's been staging properties for her design company. Tom turns, his expression hardening. The Anderson project? The one that got him promoted? I nod. Apparently, sleeping with the interior designer has its perks. Son of a... He cuts himself off. Lawyer mode engaging. Have you spoken to a divorce attorney? Not yet. I wanted to talk to you first. Smart girl. He sits back down, pulling out a legal pad. Ryan's name is on the house deed, but with proof of infidelity and the timing with Noah's birth. We can... I don't want his money. The words come out sharper than intended. I want him to feel what I'm feeling, to lose everything like I did. Tom's pen stills. Revenge won't give you peace, Victoria. Neither will letting him walk away to his perfect new family. No. He sets the pen down carefully. But it might give Noah a chance at having his father in his life. His father? I laugh bitterly. You mean the man who's building a nursery across town while I'm up all night with his son? Who's picking out names for his daughter while telling me I'm paranoid for questioning him? Victoria! A knock interrupts us. Linda appears in the doorway, her face falling as she sees me. I didn't know you had a client. Not a client. Tom's voice is ice. Our daughter-in-law, showing me some interesting photos of our son. Linda pales. Tom, I can explain. Can you? He stands again, trembling with barely contained rage. Explain why you kept this from me? From Victoria? I thought... She steps into the office, closing the door. I thought if I gave him time, he'd end it. Come to his senses. And when he didn't? I asked quietly. When you found out about the baby? Tears spill down her cheeks. I'm so sorry. I was trying to protect everyone. By protecting him, Tom corrects. Always him, even now. He's our son. And what about our grandson? Tom's voice rises. What about Victoria? When did they stop deserving protection? Linda collapses into a chair, sobbing. I didn't know what to do. He's always been so fragile, ever since Mark. Don't. Tom cuts her off sharply. Don't use his brother's death to excuse this. I look between them, sensing an old wound reopening. What about Mark? Ryan's older brother, Tom says after a long pause, died in a car accident when Ryan was 16. Linda's been overprotective ever since. He needed me, Linda whispers. And now he needs consequences. Tom returns to his desk, pulling out more papers. Victoria, I'm going to give you some names. Excellent divorce attorneys. But first, he fixes me with a stern look. What exactly do you want? I think of Noah, sleeping peacefully at the neighbor's house. Of Ryan's smug certainty that I'd never leave him. Of Linda's tears and misplaced loyalty. I want him to lose everything, I say slowly. His reputation, his promotion, his perfect image. I want everyone to see him for what he really is. Tom nods, understanding darkening his features. Then we'll need a plan, one that can't be traced back to you. Linda makes a small broken sound. You're going to help her destroy our son? No, Tom replies, already writing. I'm going to help her survive him. The weight of their broken family settles around us like dust, and I realize there's no going back now. Ryan's not the only one with secrets anymore. Chloe's design studio looks exactly like her Instagram photos, all clean lines and muted pastels. I watch through the window as she moves between fabric samples, one hand absently rubbing her pregnant belly. Ryan's baby, my replacement family. Tom's words echo in my head. Are you sure about this? But I'm already pushing open the door, setting off a delicate wind chime. Chloe turns, professional smile freezing as recognition hits. Victoria, you know who I am. It's not a question. She straightens, protective hands crossing over her stomach. Ryan told me you might come. Did he tell you about Noah too? Or did that detail slip his mind? Color drains from her face. I don't want any trouble. Funny, neither did I. I move closer, studying the ultrasound photo pinned to her mood board. Emma's a beautiful name. Please leave. Her voice shakes. I'll call security. Go ahead. I'm sure they'd love to hear how you and Ryan secured the Anderson contract. Those late-night design meetings must have been very productive. She sinks into a chair, defeat replacing fear. You don't understand. Try me, he said. She swallows hard. He said you were separated, that you'd agreed to divorce months ago, but wanted to wait until after the baby, after Noah was born. I laugh, sharp and hollow. And you believed him? He showed me papers, said you'd signed them. What papers? She reaches for her phone, hands trembling as she pulls up photos. Divorce papers, dated 6 months ago, with what looks like my signature at the bottom. My stomach lurches. That's forged. What? I never signed anything. I grab her phone, zooming in. He copied my signature from our mortgage documents. Chloe makes a small, broken sound. No? He wouldn't. Like he wouldn't sleep with his interior designer while his wife was pregnant? Like he wouldn't build a nursery across town for his second child? Stop! She stands abruptly, swaying slightly. You need to go. Why? Because the truth hurts? Because I'm having contractions. The words hit like a slap. I look closer. Her face is pale, beaded with sweat. You're only 7 months. 7.5. She grips the desk. And this isn't the first time. Doctor said stress could trigger early labor. Something shifts in my chest. Not quite sympathy, but recognition. Another woman trapped in Ryan's web of lies. Do you need a hospital? I need you to leave. Tears streak her makeup. Please, I can't. I can't process this right now. My phone buzzes. Ryan's name on the screen. Of course he knows I'm here. Probably has someone watching the studio. He's calling you too, isn't he? Chloe asks quietly. I show her my screen. She turns her phone around. Same caller. Perfect, Ryan, I say bitterly. Always trying to control everything. Everyone, she corrects, then doubles over with another contraction. I should leave. Let her deal with the consequences of sleeping with a married man. Let Ryan clean up his own mess. Instead, I find myself moving forward, supporting her weight. Where's your hospital bag? What? You're in premature labor. You need medical attention. The words taste like ash, but I continue. I'm taking you to the hospital. Why would you help me? Because I know what it's like to be pregnant and scared. Because Emma deserves better than her father's lies. Because revenge doesn't taste as sweet when there's an innocent life at stake. I don't say any of this. Instead, I grab her bag from behind the desk, already packed, another sign of her high-risk pregnancy, and guide her toward the door. Victoria? Her voice is small, pained. There's something else you should know. About Ryan. About why he… My phone buzzes again. This time it's Tom. Don't do anything rash. New information about Ryan's past. Call me immediately. But Chloe's gripping my arm, face contorted in pain. And whatever secrets are lurking in Ryan's history will have to wait. Tell me later, I say, helping her to my car. Right now, we need to make sure Emma's okay. As we drive away, I catch a glimpse of a familiar car in the rearview mirror. Ryan's BMW. turning into the studio parking lot. Let him wonder where we've gone. Let him feel what it's like to be powerless for once. Besides, I think grimly, steering toward the hospital, there's more than one way to destroy a man's carefully constructed lies. Sometimes the best revenge is simply letting the truth come to light on its own. The hospital waiting room feels like purgatory. I've been here 6 hours, watching doctors rush past, ignoring Ryan's increasingly frantic calls. Tom's message still burns in my mind. New information about Ryan's past. Chloe's in emergency surgery. Placental abruption, they said. Critical, but stable. Mrs. Sanders? I look up. A nurse stands there, clipboard in hand. I'm not her family. You're listed as her emergency contact. She consults her notes. Added this afternoon. Before I can process this, Ryan bursts through the doors, Linda trailing behind him. He spots me and freezes. Where is she? Surgery. My voice sounds distant, hollow. They're trying to save your daughter. Linda makes a small, broken sound. Ryan steps forward, face twisted with something between rage and fear. This is your fault, if you hadn't upset her. My fault. I stand, weeks of anger suddenly boiling over. You forged divorce papers, you built a life on lies, and you dare blame me? What papers? Linda asks, but Ryan talks over her. I was going to tell you everything, after Emma. After what? After you had your perfect new family? Your do-over baby? Don't. His voice drops dangerously. Don't talk about Emma like that. Why not? Isn't that what this is about? Replacing your brother's memory with a daughter named after him? The words hang in the air like smoke. Linda gasps. Ryan's face goes white. Tom told you. No. I laugh bitterly. Chloe did, right before she started bleeding. Told me all about how you convinced her to name the baby Emma, after your brother Mark's daughter, the one who died with him in that car crash. Ryan grabs my arm, fingers digging in. You don't know what you're talking about. Let go of her. Tom's voice cuts through the tension. He stands in the doorway, holding a manila envelope. Or should we add assault to the list of charges? Charges? Linda steps between us. What charges? Tom opens the envelope, pulling out documents. Fraud, for starters. Those forged divorce papers. Then there's the Anderson contract. Interesting how it was awarded right after you started sleeping with the interior designer. You can't prove anything, Ryan snarls, but his grip loosens. Actually, I can. I pull out my phone, playing a recording. Chloe's voice fills the space. He showed me papers, said you'd signed them. Ryan lunges for the phone, but Tom blocks him. That's inadmissible. In court, maybe. Tom's voice is ice. But I'm sure the ethics board would be interested, and your clients, and the press. A doctor appears, still in surgical scrubs. Family of Chloe Mitchell? Ryan turns, mask of concern sliding back into place. I'm the father. The baby's stable, but critical. We had to deliver early. Ms. Mitchell is asking for Victoria. Me? I blink. Why? Because. Chloe's lawyer steps into the waiting room, another envelope in hand. She's naming Victoria as Emma's guardian, in case anything happens. The room spins. Ryan makes a sound like he's been punched. She can't do that, he protests. I'm the father. An unmarried father, the lawyer corrects, who committed fraud and whose name isn't on any prenatal documents. Ms. Mitchell's wishes are quite clear. I stare at the papers being thrust into my hands. Guardian. For my husband's daughter with another woman. The revenge I wanted now feels like ashes in my mouth. Victoria, Ryan's voice breaks. Please, she's my daughter. My chance to make things right. Right? I turn to him, seeing him clearly for the first time. Not a monster, just a broken man trying to rebuild his life with lies. You can't replace what you lost, Ryan. Not with Emma, not with Noah, not with any number of perfect families. The doctor clears his throat. Ms. Mitchell is waiting. I look at the papers in my hands, then at Linda's tears, Tom's grim determination, Ryan's desperation. 3 weeks ago, I had a perfect life. Now I'm standing in a hospital, holding guardianship papers for my husband's premature daughter, while my newborn son sleeps at home with a neighbor. Take me to Chloe, I say finally. As I follow the doctor, I hear Ryan collapse into a chair. Linda's soft consolations, Tom's heavy sigh. The weight of their broken family, our broken family, settles onto my shoulders like a shroud. Some revenge stories, I'm learning, have no winners, only survivors. Chloe's hospital room is dimly lit, machines beeping steadily. She looks small against the white sheets, nothing like the confident woman from her design studio. Emma? Her voice cracks. Stable, in NICU. I hover by the door, unsure of my place in this twisted scenario. Why me? For guardianship? Because you'll protect her. She shifts, wincing. From him, from becoming another replacement. The door opens. Ryan stands there, looking wrecked. Chloe, please! Don't! She tries to sit up, monitor alarms spiking. You lied to me, about everything. I loved you, love you both. Like you loved your brothers Emma? The words hit him like physical blows. Tell her, Ryan. Tell Victoria about the first Emma. He grabs the doorframe, knuckles white. This isn't the time. My daughter's fighting for her life because of your lies. Chloe's voice strengthens with anger. Tell her why you really chose me, why you needed another Emma. I watch him crumble, the perfect facade finally shattering. Mark was driving. The night of the accident. My niece Emma was in the back seat. Ryan! Linda appears behind him, reaching out. He jerks away. I was supposed to be there, was supposed to pick them up, but I had a date. Mark covered for me, like always. The perfect older brother, Chloe says bitterly. Until he wasn't. I saw Chloe at a client meeting. Ryan's words tumble out now, unstoppable. She looked like Mark's wife. Same smile. When she said she'd always wanted a daughter. You saw your chance, I finish. To rewrite history. I could make it right. Give Emma the life she lost. By lying? Chloe's monitor spikes again. By manipulating me? Creating some sick replacement family while your wife carried your son? I never meant to get caught. Tom's voice cuts through. He enters, holding more papers. The ethics board disagreed. They've suspended your license pending investigation. Ryan spins toward him. You didn't. I did. Tom's face is stone. Someone had to stop this madness. It's not madness, Ryan shouts. It's fixing things, making them right. By destroying more lives? I step between him and Chloe's bed. Noah and Emma deserve better than being pieces in your redemption story. Noah, he laughs, hollow. The son I never wanted? Another replacement? Courtesy of your biological clock? The room goes silent. Linda gasps. There it is. My voice is steady, surprising me. The truth, finally. Victoria. He reaches for me, but I step back. No. You don't get to touch me, not after that. I turn to Chloe. I accept the guardianship for both children. What? Ryan lunges forward. Tom catches his arm. Joint custody, I continue, between me and Chloe, once she's recovered. You can't. We can. Chloe's lawyer appears, right on cue. The papers are filed. Given the circumstances, the fraud, the ethics violation, your documented instability, I'm their father. A father who sees his children as replacements for his dead niece. Tom's voice cracks like a whip. The court will love that. Ryan crumples into a chair, head in his hands. Linda moves to comfort him, but stops, torn between her son and the wreckage he's created. Get out! Chloe's voice is weak but firm. All of you, except Victoria. They file out, Tom steering Ryan, Linda lingering at the door before following. The lawyer nods, promising to return later. In the sudden quiet, Chloe's monitors steady. I'm sorry, she whispers. For what? Falling for his lies. Helping him hurt you. You were manipulated. We both were. I sink into the chair beside her bed. But our children won't be. She reaches for my hand, surprising me. Noah and Emma. Real people, not replacements. Real siblings, I correct, surprising myself more. Whether Ryan likes it or not. Outside the room, I hear Ryan's broken sobs, Linda's soft murmurs, Tom's firm voice handling details. The family I thought I had crumbling, while something new and unexpected takes shape in its place. Victoria? Chloe's grip tightens. Promise me something? What? Help me make sure Emma knows her own story, not the one Ryan tried to write for her. I think of Noah at home, of the pink onesie that started this all, of the twisted path that led us here. I promise, they'll both know the truth, the real story. Not a revenge story after all, but something more complicated. A story of healing, maybe, of choosing truth over perfect lies. The pink onesie sits on my kitchen table, next to divorce papers and custody agreements. 3 weeks since the hospital, since everything changed. Noah sleeps in his bassinet nearby, while I pack the last of Ryan's things. The doorbell rings. Linda stands there, looking older than I've ever seen her. He's in therapy, she says without preamble. Grief counseling. For Mark, finally. Good. I mean it, surprisingly. Come in, Noah just ate. She hesitates at the threshold. I wasn't sure I'd be welcome. You're still his grandmother. I step aside. And Emma's too, if you want to be. Her eyes fill with tears. How is she? Getting stronger? Chloe's moving into the guest house next week. I lead her to the kitchen. The doctors say Emma can come home soon. Linda spots the onesie, reaching for it with trembling fingers. I remember when the first Emma wore something like this. I'm not trying to replace her. The words come out sharper than intended. Neither of them are replacements. I know. She sets the onesie down carefully. That's why I trust you with them both. The front door opens. Tom, carrying moving boxes. He pauses, seeing Linda, then continues to Ryan's office. We listen to him work in silence. I found this. Linda pulls out an old photo. Mark and Ryan at the lake house. Before everything. Two brothers grin at the camera, arms around each other. Ryan looks young, unburdened, happy. He was different then, Linda whispers. After the accident, he just stopped dealing with it, started trying to fix everything instead. By controlling it. Yes. She touches the photo gently. I enabled him. Thought if I just loved him enough, protected him enough. You can't fix someone by hiding their broken pieces. Tom returns, carrying Ryan's awards from the real estate firm. Where should these go? Storage, I decide, in case Noah or Emma want them someday. He nods, understanding what I'm not saying. Their father's legacy, complicated, painful, but still theirs to know. My phone buzzes. Chloe, sending a NICU photo. Emma's tiny hand wrapped around her finger. I show Linda, watching her face soften. She looks strong, Linda says, like her mother. Both her mothers, Tom corrects quietly. The doorbell rings again. This time it's Ryan, here for his boxes. He looks thinner, shadows under his eyes. I'll get the rest, Tom says, steering Linda toward the nursery, giving us space. Ryan spots the onesie, flinching. You kept it. For Emma, the real Emma. I fold it carefully. Not the one you imagined. He nods, throat working. The therapist says I've been chasing ghosts, trying to rewrite endings. And now I'm trying to learn how to live with the real story. He picks up a box, pausing. Will you tell them about Mark someday? The good parts? Yes, when they're old enough to understand. That their father's broken? That everyone is, in different ways. I meet his eyes. It's what we do with our broken pieces that matters. He starts to reach for Noah's bassinet, then stops himself. I'd like to see them sometimes, when I'm better. We'll talk about it, with the lawyers and therapists. He accepts this with a nod, gathering his things. At the door, he turns back. I did love you, Victoria, just not enough to be honest. Not enough to face the truth. He shifts the box. Take care of them? Always. After he leaves, I return to the kitchen. Linda and Tom are back, watching Noah sleep. The pink onesie lies between us, no longer a symbol of betrayal, but something else. A bridge, maybe, between past and future. We should go, Linda says reluctantly. Unless you need help. Actually, I pick up Noah, making a decision. Would you like to come to the hospital? Emma's having a good day. Chloe said we could visit. Linda's face lights up. Tom squeezes her hand. As we leave, I grab the onesie. Not for the ghost of a little girl lost years ago, but for the real Emma fighting to come home. For the complicated, imperfect family we're becoming. Sometimes revenge isn't about destroying someone's perfect lies. Sometimes it's about building something true from the wreckage they leave behind.